Welcome back, Saints fans. We are in game number 2 here. St. John's took game number 1 in pretty decisive fashion, 7-1 on bank. We are going to be moving over to Clubhouse here. It is the Saints map pick for number 2, so they do have that advantage. But, I mean, getting 7-1 on map number 1 still got to be a momentum crusher for St. Clair.
Yeah, I definitely do agree with you on that one, that it's definitely going to be one of those momentum crushers. And one thing that's a little concerning to me here...
I like that. I like that so much, because Unstoppable on that Finca was unreal.
The Saints love the Finca here as well, but I think that Unstoppable is just so much better at it that it's more valuable to ban out the Finca here in this one. But another thing that is interesting that we did see last game and that we're seeing again this game is the Saints starting defense. I mean, I think I went like 6 series in a row where the Saints just started to attack, and now we see both back-to-back games in this one where they start defense. A little interesting.
Yeah, I definitely think for them it is, maybe it's just a comfortability thing. Maybe they have a good setup ready for Clubhouse and they want to try and force St. John's on the attack here. But we saw how successful they were on attack, but I think the thing was on bank, their setups looked amazing, right? So I think for Clubhouse, you maybe don't have as much great setup because it's harder to predict what St. Clair is going to pick for themselves, right? So I think for me, I don't think their attack is going to be as strong as it was on bank, but regardless, I think Unstoppable just looked so good here. I want to see if they're going to pick another. It's going to be the Cade coming through as well. So the OSA is still going to be available for St. John's, and I really think I'm gonna see it here because it was so effective.
You think it was just effective because of bank and they know how to use OSA on bank, or you think they can do it once again right here again?
I think you can do it again. It is a little bit harder to do here on Clubhouse, but I think it is applicable. But no, it is going to be no OSA here locked in just yet. We do have the attacker's choice here if they want to go after the droning phase to swap over to it. They have that option, but so far it looks like we are going to get a few swaps here. We're going to have Unstoppable on the Sledge now, forced off of that Finca with the ban. We're going to have Warlord on the Maverick as well. So a lot of different choices here for the side of St. John's. And I mean, yes, it is a different map, so obviously it is very different meta, very different operators that you're going to play, but interesting still. And St. Clair going to opt to move over to bedrooms actually here to start off this one.
I think that's exactly why we didn't see the OSA here in this one. It's just because of the fact that it's a whole different map, and it was a little bit more map dependent. So we're not going to see it get banned by Saints, and we're not going to see it get picked by St. John's, because I think it was more for that bank pick. But here we are, map number 2, Clubhouse. John, we talked about our series predictions, but what do you think the scoreline prediction is for this map in particular?
I'm going to go with 7-5. I think they're going to get a lot of rounds on defense. I think they're only going to need a few attacking rounds, and I think they're going to find them. I think St. John's are going to put up a really good fight, but I do think St. Clair is going to take this one. I want to see a Villa. I want St. Clair to, like, even though they lost that bank pretty badly, I think, again, we talked about this, like, it's the fact that you know bank was going to be St. John's map and they were going to be strong on it, so it's not necessarily something we were expecting to win that one. No, you weren't expecting to win that one. You were expecting to at least put up a fight, which is what they did, honestly.
Yeah, so now here in this game too, I like your 7-5 prediction there. I definitely agree that it's going to be a good drone spot there. Oh my god, the drones! I don't even know it's there.
He's going to be so screwed here. He's going to wait for this door. Someone's going to rotate in.
Oh, he shot
him. Oh, he knows that they know, but he's in a really tough spot because he's going to have to rotate out through this wall, and they're already trying to shoot him through it. Rapid, you're in a tough spot. Can you get through? You're going to shoot out the other drone. He's going to go all the way through stairs. Wow. He's going to get out. So really, really important he was able to survive that.
Yeah, very important there for a Rapid, but yeah, like you were just saying before, Kinger, a DC.
That is not good, so they are going to have to play out this round without Kinger. That is definitely not something you want to see, and unfortunately it looks like it was just a crash, so hopefully he gets back in this game for the next round, but that's an unfortunate way to go down 4v5.
Being Kinger's roommate, I will tell you, our internet is finicky sometimes. It is so, but it doesn't look like that was an internet issue. He booted up the game right back there again, so it's probably something to do with the game in-game issue. But that's killer for the Saints. That's another momentum downfall. Just losing a player right away due to a DC is so much worse than losing a player due to a first blood. So now here you are in a 4v5, and Salty Boy's down.
This is going to be really, really rough. Thermite going to pop his satchels here to try and push through on this close wall. Yana going to pop the hologram here to try and push through. They're going to spot one out here on both sides of the door, actually. Char's going to try and hold this angle here, see if he can stop them. 1:17, so still a lot of time, but now you're in a 3v5 scenario here. Unfortunately, it's going to be so tough for St. Clair to defend this one.
Yeah, and Salty Boy's still down. It doesn't look like there's really a player in good position to actually get a res off on him. Rapid, though, finds one. JM Beast almost fighting unstoppable. Char's good for a trade. It's going to leave us into a 3-on-3. However, Salty Boy's still knocked down. He's going to lose his life very shortly unless they can find to do something about it. Chars will fall, and now it's a 1v3 for Rapid here.
That's going to be it. Warlord going to find him with a nade. Heretic going to find the other player, and that is going to be the first round over to St. John's. And it's just so rough, right? Because you saw Rapid make that daring escape from Garage, but unfortunately it was a DC, and it means that St. Clair goes down 4v5 early. You lose Salty Boy immediately after, and just puts you in such a bad scenario. And we do have Kinger back in the lobby, so at least they will be 5v5 for this one, but I can't. That has got to be more of a. I think that's more of a momentum killer than losing Bank 7-1.
Really?
Like,
okay, I completely agree.
I mean, maybe not a
DCs
momentum killer, but like it's got to be tilting for Kinger.
DCs are, especially considering he went 1-7 in game 1.
Yeah.
For him to go 1-7, come in, he's like, all right, I'm on a map I know better now. I can try to turn things around, but like not even past like almost like 20 seconds into the round and you're out of it. It just really is a killer, and I think that like I was saying there just earlier in that round, you would rather get first blooded than DC'd, because DCing is just completely throws a wrench in the momentum so many times. It doesn't even just make the one player upset, it makes the whole team upset, because no one can really blame Kinger for it, but it just comes down to the fact that like you're like, oh, like the whole team just,
Man, Ubisoft, why you gotta do this to me?
And it wasn't a computer issue, it wasn't an internet issue, because we saw him boot up the game right away after that. So it had to be a game crash, and when a game crash is just so devastating.
Yeah, they are playing very, very aggressive and telling your Char's gonna push up so far. Put these traps down. We'll see. Actually, it's a really good position here because Rapid can peek out from that spot while they're slowed and try and find something here. Heretic being the outside. Again, another vertical attack here, and they are going to attack again. It is harder, a lot harder to do vertical attack on Clubhouse, but looks like they are going to opt towards that one here, and a little bit slower pace here. Rapid obviously playing a little bit closer to the chest here, going down in that tunnel.
We just saw another great drone placement from Warlord. He just hopped down from it, but like
look at these like they're sitting on top
so
of these.
They're so good.
Air conditioning. Like, how do you even see that? You don't. Like, they have just, it's free vision that St. Clair is gonna have no idea is there.
I feel like St. John's have had like scrims or whatever just solely on drone placements, and it's not even a bad idea. Droning is like
it's
so valuable here
important
in Rainbow Six Siege, and I compare it very similar to if you're looking at like CS:GO or Call of Duty. It's like I've compared to grenade lineups, all of that. Drone lineups are definitely very similar, and they're very important asset to learn here as a, you know, you get to this level of Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, I'm going to pop the hologram here. Going to walk down those stairs. Actually going to scout out, see if there's anybody sitting in these side rooms, but St. Clair has not sent anyone up there. They are down, all playing on basement floor, actually. So very, very condensed defense here. Trying to play around that utility that they have set up here. Is going to be Smasher walking down. They are going to get some shots through here. Going to take out a lot of that ceiling. JMB's going to find the first goal. Unstoppable. That's huge for St. Clair.
Yeah, Unstoppable was the top frag the last game for the lobby. To have him out of this one so early on is definitely what you like to see. JMB's getting out of position in perfect timing, not allowing Smasher to find that kill, but the grenade could do it. But he swings! JMB's will find the kill!
And he survives the nade. That's the important thing. You see him there shaking the screen. That is going to be amazing stuff from him. A double kill on the round. And now 5-3. St. John's hasn't been in this scenario very often where they're down players early on in the round, but now they are stuck in it, and it looks like they're going to try and attack from those same angles. Char's going to walk forward here, try and find anyone moving to that room, but not going to spot anyone just yet. And now Heretic, Tussara, and Warlord, only 3 players left here. One holding Hatch, nade in hand, see if he can catch anyone here on the other side. Wingtussara going to go down quite low. King are going to find the kill, now 5v2. St. John's players not a lot to play for now.
Yeah, Warlord and the Heretic here to try to make something happen for St. John's. It looks like St. Clair will be able to find their second round of the series if they can just close out these final 30 seconds or so. It is going to be St. John's still having to go down onto the basement floor and get this diffuser down, and it's just not an easy task. It looks like they're both going to be dropping down the hatch. They both successfully make it down, actually, as well, so this is good control. However, the cutoff is here. It is all up to the Heretic. Salty Boy will clean up the final 2 in a flawless round for the Saints to put a little bit of momentum back into their pocket.
That is definitely what they needed there, especially for JM Beast. Finding that double kill was really, really good for them. Unstoppable going down early, absolutely huge, and St. Clair some momentum back in their favor. It means they will have to move out from basement though, so they're going to have to rotate back to gym bedroom, and I think they actually did a good job on defense there. Despite the fact that they went down 3-5 early, they brought it back to a 3v3 scenario And it definitely was a winnable round in a lot of places. Unfortunately, a really good nade ended up throwing a wrench in that round, and a DC, obviously, also throwing a wrench in that round. But looks like St. Clair are going to go back up to that second floor, going to go to gym bedroom again. We'll see if they're able to defend this one and try and get themselves an advantage for the first time in the series.
Yeah, an advantage for the first time in this series would be massive for the Saints to try to, turn things around for themselves here. But no need to just celebrate over one round. You gotta still keep composed. You gotta still, stay focused here in this round, because as much as you've won your one round, you've tied up this game, St. John's has already won 8 in this series compared to your 2, and that is where you still got to keep that in the back of your mind a little bit here. Look at Salty Boy just opening up the whole bottom half of this wall here now.
Yeah, he did that last time there up here as well. Very, very effective thing, because you can defend from different spots while also having places you can jump up and try and force people through. Is going to be round starting here in St. Clair. Again, they're running everybody really, really close. They don't want to send anybody out too far away from these sites, because they have been just getting burned by these players who are pushing out and trying to find those early picks. It just has bit them so much in these rounds, so they want to try and play everyone reserve, try and play everyone back near or on site.
I think these first bloods are just so important. It's a majority of the time, the person who finds the first blood is closing out this round, from what we've seen here today. So St. Clair, they found a couple first bloods there in that most previous round from JM Beast. If they can do so again, that'll be huge. But look at Unstoppable. He already has so much map control.
Just pushing all the way through, not allowing St. Clair players to have any kind of comfortability. They know, they at least know there's a player or two in this next room. So they're going to pop out that wall, see if they can get some momentum moving forward. Shots going through, not going to find anyone just yet, though. Unstoppable with the nade cooked. He's going to run away, though. Going to be able to survive that one. So St. Clair still going to walk away. 2 minutes still left in this round, so a lot of time. But look how much advancement St. John's has made here. Already pushing towards that site.
Another grenade lineup that could do some damage. Kinger will get peppered down, but he will find the kill on the Smasher. First blood for the Saints. Now a 5-on-4. As we do see the Iana go down for St. John's. Rapid setting through some utility. He knows the players around here. Salty Boy will find one on the Nitro Cell. And it is going to be Heretic getting tagged down in these gunfights. St. Clair, another 2-player advantage. They are looking to close this one out. They have Unstoppable tag, but however, Winged will find the kill onto Kinger. Now only a 1-player advantage for the Saints.
But look at the health from the side of St. John's. Every player down to half HP or less. St. Clair, just JM Beast down to half. Everyone else, very healthy for them. A minute 17. Looks like the aggressiveness has slowed down a little bit for the side of SJU as they try and regroup, try and figure out a way to get this bomb throw out site. One will be spotted behind that shield, but look at the hesitation now. They're all down to half HP, so you have to play this out very, very carefully. You have to get your trades through, try and make this round effective for them, and you have to try and leave someone up to a 1v2 scenario, see if they can do anything here. But St. Clair, look at, they're just staying still. They don't have to move anywhere. They have to force everyone through to them. JMB's going to find the headshot on Heretic. Now 4v2 scenario looking dire for St. John's.
And they know where Winged Uzar is, and that's going to be Rapid going down, though. Unstoppable could be making some plays. Jars will shut him down on the trade. It's a 1v3 for Winged Uzar here. You're going to be swinging his JM Beast, and a kill will come through. The Saints will take their first advantage in this series with 2 rounds in a row.
That is going to be St. Clair finally getting some momentum in their favor, and they still have another 3 rounds here on the defense. So if they can turn in this 5-1 half like St. John's did on the last map, I think they have a very, very good chance of sending us to Villa. But that is a long road ahead of them just yet. Can't get too far ahead of ourselves, but 2 successful defenses in a row is really good, and it's 2 successful defenses with an early first blood from St. Clair, which is something they just weren't able to do on Bank.
It just scares me a little bit at the same time, because what happens if you don't find the first blood? Because this is a little bit of a problem here now for Saints, because, I mean, I feel like, yeah, they're doing a very good job of capitalizing on these first bloods. Both teams are doing pretty well on that. It's just, if you drop a player, you're down to the 5-on-4, it looks like the Saints get very flustered.
Yeah, I think the thing is, too, now you're forced into this garage cover where we've seen, like, they are so successful at finding control in this garage because they have insane drone. Honestly, it's just insane drone placements. They find these spots that you would never expect these drones to be on the maps, and it gives you so much vision, allows you to see everything that's going on site before you actually enter it, and it means that St. Clair can have a tough time actually keeping control of this garage for themselves. They are going to put a lot of utility here, though, to try and slow them down, which is very important. But the other thing, too, is you see all 5 members of St. Clair playing so close to this bomb. Like, the other entire half of the map, nobody's roaming, nobody's trying to play anything around there. So you're basically putting everything on this site to try and defend it close.
Yeah, Rapid's a little bit farther out over towards this garage side, but besides him, I mean, everybody is, still fairly close to site, and Rapid's not too far away by any means necessary himself. So, like you were saying, though, the garage control has been very big for St. John's. We actually see the Maverick coming through for the first time in this game for the side of St. John's, and this is a play we see quite often. Maverick over towards balcony is a very, very typical play from every team here in Collegiate Rainbow Six. It is going to be St. John's trying to open up this balcony a little bit more rather than trying to go for the garage.
They're going to be trying to force up here. You see people can just hold this now, and you see St. Clair has to clear off of that because there's just so many advantages that you can take from sitting on that balcony as you are the attackers. Go holding this angle here. They're going to have someone moving up on that staircase. Drone's going to come through. And again, Maverick, look, he's going to make some more room there on the other side of garage and try and catch out anyone who's holding that position. And they do have one player invested in that. Rapid is going to be here in garage. Have they spotted him out on a drone? Do they know he's here? They going to be cooked here. We'll see if we can find anybody on site. It's going to knock him down so low. JM Beast, just 20 HP left, but is going to survive that for the moment.
Yeah, JM Beast is out here fighting for his life here right now with that nade landing on his feet. But look at the time. They burned a significant amount of time off this clock without allowing St. John's to find a whole lot of map control. So now down to just halfway through this round already, and you're still in a 5-on-5. St. John's hasn't really made their way inside of the map here quite yet. They're still playing from these outskirts angles. And St. Clair still has a fairly strong hold on this site. It's looking very good for the Saints here once again in round number 4.
Unfortunately, though, there are a couple members down lower HP for the side of St. Clair. Shot's going to come through. Not going to find any kills just yet, though. Leg shot's going to come through. Rapid down to 1 HP. He's going to survive for the moment. He's trying to walk away, but no one's top. We're going to find him with a pistol, and he is going to go down there. Unfortunately, could not escape. Unstoppable, and now 4v5 again. A minute remaining here, so they have to push in through here, but Kinger chipped down low too. St. Clair falling apart at the seams here outside of garage. Warlord outside that window is going to hit some more people here, and St. Clair just clinging onto their HP bars by a thread.
Yeah, I mean, Kinger down low, JM Beast down low, Chars and Salty Boy got a lot of pressure on them in this round considering they are these full HP players. Or even if Kinger going to get taken down even more, and that's unstoppable. Going down to JM Beast now, a 4-on-4. The diffuser will go down, though, uncontested from the Saints. Smokes will fall. Kinger will find the Heretic. It's a 4v3. The health is still a little concerning, though, but St. John's will get this one down. A kill for Wing. That's JM Beast going down now, a 3v3. What do you do here for St. Clair?
It's a tough scenario here. They have balcony control. Salty Boy going down now, 2v3. Kinger barely any HP left. He's going to spawn some feet, but he's not going to be able to find the kill. Hung Wing Desar going to beat him out in the gunfight, and now 1v3 Char's going to hop the window, but that's not going to mean anything. Wing Desar going to find another kill, and the attacking round going to go to St. John's.
Why didn't Kinger shoot when he had the easier lineup? I mean,
yeah,
I couldn't tell you either. But I think that's the thing.
Still tilted.
That's the thing with Siege players. I feel like as well, they do a lot to really not try to shoot feet. If they are going to try to go for a kill, they really try to make sure it's that one-shot kill.
Well,
it's that one.
He made the prediction though, because like he shot out the feet, the player stood up, he just couldn't land the shots.
Yeah.
Right. So he made the correct play. Unfortunately, just couldn't land those shots, and it does mean he goes down, and the round is lost for St. Clair. Now we're even at 2 apiece. Looks like going to be the same attacking operators here. Nothing changing. Like, no attacking picks have changed, I don't think, so far in any of these attacking rounds for the side of St. John's.
Yeah, not a whole lot of picks getting changed around. It seems like they find what they're comfortable with. They find what works here throughout their scrims or whatever it may be, and they stick with it. And I give them a little bit of respect for that, because you do see a lot of teams where, hey, you have one operator comp set up and it doesn't really work out for yourself, and you drastically change it going to these next rounds. I think that isn't the best of ideas. I mean, your strats are your strats for a reason. You can stray away from them a little bit, but at least try to use like the baseline of them.
Is going to be St. Clair moving down to basement again. They were successful here on their last run. It is going to be actually a couple of changes here. So the Hibana going to come in as well as the Capital here. So they will be moving over to those operators. They do know it is in basement. St. Clair, again, like I said, successful on the last defense they had here. Really aggressive positioning in tunnel again. And we're going to see, I mean, it was key that they found a pick early on Unstoppable there and the last one on this basement attack. So we'll see if they can find that again. We'll see if they go for a different attack, because it was so effective for St. John's, that multi-pronged attack that they had on Bank, where they were collapsing on you from multiple places at the same time. It really seemed to work out for them very successfully on the side of St. John's last time. We'll see if they can do it again here. It is a different map, but I definitely think it is a very viable strat.
Definitely a very viable strat here for sure. Now here we are. It's round 5. And I think this is a very important round because whoever wins this round guarantees himself a minimum of a 3-3 half with potential to take it up to a 4-2. So looking good if you can find this round win right here, right now. It's going to be 2-2 still here. It's going to be the Saints trying to turn things around here in round number 5. JM Beast and trying to find his opening. St. Clair still trying to lock things down. Unstoppable is holding off some of these angles. And now with just under 2 minutes remaining, it is going to be the side of St. Clair still looking to find these entries from St. John's as they try to make their way in through and onto this bomb site. Winged is coming through from top down. And look at all this control over the floor above this site. I mean, they have everything above the site.
Going to be a tough round for St. Clair. They have so much control on stairs already. But they still have control of tunnel here, which is important for St. Clair because you can prevent that flank from coming through. You just have to worry about what's going to come from around you and maybe from above you. Takes out one of those angles for the attackers. Unstoppable going to pop out some floor here with the sledge. Try and open up as much of this as possible. St. Clair has a lot of angles to cover here. Hologram going to spot out one down there in basement. I'm pretty sure they already knew he was there, so not too big of a deal. But minute 10 left in this round. St. John's trying to find some aggression here, trying to open up some more of the ceiling. Take out an early member of St. Clair.
Yeah, Kinger still floating around this bomb site. He's going to be one of these first lines of defense when it does come to St. Clair. Rapid still playing this tunnel. It doesn't look like anybody is really going to be coming from this tunnel area, so Rapid going to be holding the front line of the tunnel here this time around. His back is turned to the entrance as St. John's is still looking to make their way down on this bomb site with only 45 seconds remaining. St. Clair's doing a great job for keeping this one a 5v5 down in basement and keeping all the players alive as so much time in this round progresses. But the side of St. John's, they don't even have a crazy amount of map control. They're still majority on the second floor.
Warlord is going to cause so much havoc here. He has that Capital arrows ready. You're going to see him rain fire all over this site. And St. Clair going to have to run away. But JM Beast finds that first kill onto Unstoppable. Now 24 seconds left. They have to push through here. They have to be able to find sight. Char's going to find another headshot. And looks like St. John in deep trouble. JM Beast going to find a second kill on a smasher here. And they're trying to push through. Salty Boy going to find one. Heretic going to trade him back. But now it's a 4v1. Heretic the only one. He does have sight, but he doesn't have bomb. Is there any way he can try and find this round? No, I think it is going to be over 6 seconds left. They're going to get shot in the back here from several members of St. Clair. And they are going to take this round and move themselves up to 3-2.
Huge for the Saints in this one as it does guarantee themselves a minimum of a tied game here at halftime. It is going to be St. Clair now with potential to turn this one up to a 4-2 lead after their defending half. If St. Clair could win this final round, I do truly believe that they close out this game number 2 and force a game number 3 on Villa. But I think that this round is one of the most important ones we've seen for this whole half so far.
I think it's the most important one we've seen the whole match, honestly.
Yeah.
I think if they can find this one, give themselves a 4-2 like going into the attack, I think they're going to feel very, very confident. And I think for me, that first attack round is going to be very telling as well, because if we see them as well versed on the attack as they are on the defense, I think they have a really good chance of actually taking this map. And I think it is 3-2, but I think, again, that first round, the fact that Kinger DC'd, was just kind of, at that point, you're just kind of taking the round, and like most likely you're going to lose it, right? So I think if Kinger's there, maybe they have a lot better chance of winning that one. Maybe it is a 4-1 scenario here. I think they're feeling more comfortable. But regardless, it is 3-2. And looks like we have a 4v5 again.
It's interesting. We're going to see who disconnected in just 1 second. I think it's a little bit behind, or maybe it's just a little bit of a game error or something along those lines. We'll figure it out as time does tell. But here in this round, we talked about how important it is. Saints, if they can find this 2-round advantage, it will be massive here for themselves. Smasher, Unstoppable, all switching some agents over here for themselves. Here we go. Action phase looking to come into play.
Knock for Unstoppable. That's going to be so interesting here. Last second change onto that operator can be so effective, especially when trying to push into site early on, as we've seen him do this entire game. No one's going to come through here, obviously, you know that, but look at how close this player is playing. But he's going to get droned out here. He's going to have to move out again, playing that close angle. Shots coming through. I think he actually, he tagged Smasher there. Unfortunately, was trying to shoot through that little hole there in the side, and Smasher got in the way. So that is unfortunately going to be a little bit of HP off of him, but they will be able to push through here anyway and pop that hatch.
JM Beast really just holding this one little kind of nook in the wall kind of angle here. So it'll be very interesting to see if actually anybody does come through and, you know, gives JM Beast some sort of presence. We do see this map starting to open up more and more for St. John's, though, as time does progress. We talked about how important these first bloods are in this game, and I think it's going to be, once again, the game-changing factor in this round is going to be who can find these opening kills. It is going to be Unstoppable catching Rapid on the cross. He finds 2 and gets the both of them. JM Beast and Rapid both are going to fall in this one. St. John's is looking to tie this one up 3-3 at half.
Trade did not come through. Smasher taking down Kinger as well. St. Clair falling apart on the final round here of the half on their defense. And now it's all up to Salty Boy and Charge to see if they can get anything done. And the knock pick so important for them. Shot's going to come through. Charge going to find one through the wall. Unstoppable does get taken down here, but they have a lot of work to do still. Going to spot it there, but Salty Boy can't land the shot. It does mean they're going to have to stay. Oh, and Warlord going to take out 2 with the grenade.
Oh no, that's the round for the Saints. It's the round for the Saints. So the side of St. John's is using an illegal item using trash bags right now. And the side of St. Clair called them out on that being Kinger. And the St. Clair will actually get the free round for it because they used the item that was not allowed. So the Saints will actually take the half 4-2.
What? Oh, okay. I've never.
Oh, never mind. Maybe not.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're good. So the Saints will take them 4-2.
Wow, I've never seen that before. That's very interesting. But I mean, we take those, right? We take those. Now it is 4-2, and it is going to be St. Clair going on the attack. This, like I said, I think this is going to be very, very telling because if we see them going into an attacking round and they're able to have a game plan execute like St. John's did on Bank, I think they have a really good chance of taking us to map 3.
Yeah, now that they do get that one, I mean, it is going to be so big. And I think it's a little bit funnier, too, that Unstoppable was the one using it. He's this player that's been lights out for the side of St. John's so far in this game. And he just made a little bit of a mistake. He forgot to take it off of his operator. And just like that, it is going to be a round over to St. Clair.
So what exact... you know what? I'm not going to ask.
I think it's an attachment on a gun.
Ah, okay. So, interesting thing there. And a good catch, obviously. I mean, it happens. Like I said, it was just an accident. No big deal. No harm, no foul. But it is something that very, very important. You see 3 changes that St. Clair has queued up on the attack here, switching over to the Twitch, the Sledge, and the Zofia for 3 respective members of St. Clair. And we didn't really see... We saw a little bit of this from the side of St. John's, but already this first round of attack, St. Clair changing it all up there. And I think a really, really good job by them because now you're going to go into this round thinking completely differently if you're St. John's.
Yeah, definitely going to be thinking completely differently now. I mean, you had control over that last round of the half. You had this one.
That was a thing, too.
That's the big difference maker as well. The fact that, you know, that item doesn't get used, that attachment doesn't get used, it's going to come through. And a round for St. John's, we're probably looking at a whole different scoreline here right now. And this, the funny thing is, well, it's not really funny, but that just one small error for St. John's could actually cost them the whole series.
It's true, but I mean, we got a long way to go. Oh, so the skin of the character. Interesting. Okay, so that's way more common. We see that, like, obviously there's a lot of other games that have that as well. But maybe that is why she was able to find those 2 kills on stairs. Is just disguised a little bit. So
you're blending in. Yes, get out of my lobby.
Illegal, not allowed. So it is going to be St. Clair forcing it on the attack here. Interesting, St. Clair went to this one as their 3rd option. Like this site, they went to it as their 3rd option. We see St. John's. It is going to be their first choice here on Garage. St. Clair closing in from a lot of different angles, try and find an attack. They popped a hole through that wall to the outside balcony there, but haven't pushed in through it quite yet.
Yeah, so here we are still in a 5-on-5 format here. The Twitch drone on Rapid trying to find some of that intel. He does know that one is on the balcony rafters. Kinger here, he has some information. He's going to send some utility down, trying to find these opening kills. Kinger, you know he wants to swing this so bad here right now, but it's going to be Warlord, the player that could really cause some problems for the side of Kinger here in this one. Minute 25, they have to do something here soon, though.
And the key is he has that Jaeger protection there, so he can't actually get moved out. Now he finally will be able to push out of that site. And forced all the way back along the other side. Kinger going to push in here, not going to spot out that player. He is hiding behind, but he has some cover from behind him. Shot from both sides. Warlord going to go down here, not quite out just yet. He's just knocked, but Kinger there to finish him off. And now 5v4 early on, a minute left. Still a lot of time. JMB's going to find Heretic with a headshot as well. St. Clair up 2 players. And this is going to be really tough for St. John's.
This is looking very good to force a map 3 if you are the Saints here right now. I know that we're only in a 5v3 here in round number 7, but another kill like that is looking like it's probably going to move the scoreline to 5-2 in favor of the side of the Saints here now. And a 5-2 scoreline is one that is pretty drastic. We are going to see the res come through onto Wing. He's going to come back up after being knocked down, but the diffuser will get planted. Oh, Salty Boy falling. It's a 2v4, very winnable, but the health on Wing to use is going to be a problem.
Rapid taking down Smasher as well. Just going to be one left, and that's going to be him tying a headshot as well. And St. Clair Gonna bring it up to 5-2 now. Only need 2 rounds to force a map number 5. And talked about this first round on attack gonna be super important, gonna be super telling of how comfortable St. Clair is on this map. And it shows that, you know, the fact that Kinger held his nerve there, didn't peek that corner, he got that nade off, and they set up a perfect crossfire, right? He pushed in through garage, forced the Wamai out all the way down to the other side, and then the crossfire came in from balcony, and he didn't really have a chance to even get out. So that's that first blood. It allows Kinger to take control of garage completely and turns that round around for St. Clair. And now going to be moving over to second floor gym and bedroom. So something St. Clair played pretty strong on their defense. We'll see if St. John's can do the same.
Defenders, protect your
Yeah, we'll see if St. Clair can do the same here for sure. So 5-2 scoreline, the 3-round advantage. Very interesting glitch here in this game. As the 4v5 comes up with like the beginning of every preparation phase, and it's just been there this game. It is what it is.
Just Ubisoft things, man.
Yeah, it just happens. Happens to the best of us. But St. Clair looking to close this one out. I mean, it only needs 2 rounds, and Unstoppable, he's looking like a whole different player here in this game number 2. He's still looking very strong. He's still top fragging for the side of St. John's, but he looked a lot stronger on Bank.
Yeah, and I think the thing is, you look across the KDs, like everybody on the side of St. John's right now actually is in the negative. It is St. Clair. Everyone except for not Solid Boy, sorry, Rapid. Positive for St. Clair. Char's sitting at 6-2 right now. JMB sitting at 8-3. Like, normally in these games we talk about Rapid and King are finding all the kills, but I talked about it actually at the very beginning. If those players for St. Clair can step up, absolutely massive, and it can win them the series.
I agree. They do need, you know, like if they get the Jam Beast, the Chars, the Salty Boy, if they get these 3 players to step up and actually provide a little bit more, it'll change the whole series. But if those 3 players are going to step up, you need the 2 others to stay up with them. Because that's the thing we're seeing right now. Yes, the other 3 are stepping up, but, you know, Kinger and Rapid, they're having not bad games, but just not the games that we're typically used to seeing. So it makes things a little bit more interesting.
Saving it for map 3. That's what they're doing.
Yep, they're saving all of the aggressive plays and all of that here for map 3. I'm really surprised we actually did not see Coastline in this series. It kind of makes me feel like St. John's banded out.
I was going to say, it could have been banned out. I think St. Clair very, very strong on that map. They do pop a small hole there in the bottom. And I think we saw the same thing, actually, from the side of St. John's on their attack, is just that little hole in the bottom. Provides so much information for both sides because you know who's going to be sitting on that balcony. You can see through that whole hallway with that little piece of information here. St. Clair looking to try and push through here. They've got a couple holes through, just getting some shots, maybe some ordnance as well going to come through. Haven't hit anyone down just yet. 1:42. Still a lot of time to decide where they want to go here.
Yeah, still tons of time indeed. Warlord will shut out Kinger, and that is a player you do not want to lose early in this round. It's a 4v5 now, player advantage for St. John's, and they are starting to make their execution a little bit more over towards this second floor site. JM Beast is out here on this balcony, trying to get an opening here for himself for the side of St. Clair. They have to make their way on in here. And they're just going to get him locked out, but a kill like that from Rapid will turn things around, evening up the numbers. It's a 4v4.
Absolutely massive. He's able to find that pick and get out without being traded. St. Clair again going to put more destruction down on these walls and try and close in this box they have around these sites. Looks like a lot of players just going to be chilling out on those sites. A minute still remaining here. Warlock getting chipped down. He's actually going to get killed by Salty Boy. So now 4v3 scenario. St. Clair find themselves with an advantage now in this round. Wingasar holding the stairs here, holding this little hole that St. Clair has made in this outside balcony area. And Beast looking to try and find anyone in sight. 37 seconds remaining. St. Clair with the player advantage, but have to get this bomb down on site.
Yeah, they have the kills, they have the player advantage, they just don't have the map control really that they would like yet, but now they do. JM Beast will find Smasher. They make their way inside the building. It's all left up to Winged User. They know where he is, and JM Beast for 3 will shut it down. That is going to be the round for the Saints. Match point for the Saints as well, and we're seeing a timeout for the side of St. John's.
Very, very interesting here that we're going to go with the timeout. And for me, I don't know how much I like this timeout. I'm going to be honest. I think it is just the fact that St. Clair just absolutely dominating in this game. We saw how hard St. John's dominated map number 1. St. Clair really looking amazing here on map number 2. I think using a timeout now, I don't know how many they get normally.
Well, you're not really, it doesn't, so you get them per map. And it doesn't really
okay, never
matter
mind.
then, so they
Never mind.
should have called it
Okay.
then.
Yeah,
but
that's
truthfully,
fine.
I think St. John should have called it when they were down 4-2.
I think so too.
Typically, my rule of thumb is when you're down by like a multi-round advantage, if your opponent is like over halfway there and you're kind of not really too close to getting that full score line, you need to call those pauses. And I think we should have saw the pause a little bit sooner for the side of St. John's here. If they were going to call one at all to try to slow things down, talk about a play, and try to fix things up, it should have been a couple rounds ago when Saints found that lead, or even after the trash bags call there on the skin.
I mean, it could also be them just taking time out saying, okay, we most likely lost this map. We're going to be going into Villa. Let's get prepped and ready for that next
But
map,
you have 5 minutes. You have 10 minutes in between these maps, right, to do that. So
it's true, but like I mean, every minute counts, right? Especially like it is a small advantage, but like you said, they're down. They're like St. Clair's up so much at this point. Like we could see a comeback. It is possible. I'm not saying because St. John's has looked very, very strong at moments. Like saw across the board, KD's just not in their favor, and I think it is really just them looking maybe towards that third map.
yeah, it's not looking great for St. John's in this game number 2, but they did find game number 1 dominantly. So we will be seeing a game 3 if the Saints do close out this one here. Now all they need is one more round, as they are currently sitting on match point. If we do see map 3, we are headed over to Villa. And now I think we were talking about this a little bit before, just a little bit ago. You think the Saints are a little bit stronger on Villa than they are on Clubhouse?
No, I think their Clubhouse is stronger. I think their Villa, to me, as I've watched them, is very swingy. I feel like they have really good games on Villa where they look just unstoppable. And they have games where it seems like every fight they take, they lose. It seems like they're getting shot from angles they were never expecting. And I really do feel like it's one of those 50-50 maps for them. So it should make an interesting map 3 if we do get to it.
Question as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that they are allowed to call a pause. And I think that he's allowed to leave the game and take off the skin that he was using and come back into the game.
Well,
that
no,
is a possibility.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he was on the defending side. Yeah, brain fart there on that
okay.
one. But hey, he could have done it maybe if it was a little bit sooner. But
True.
With that being said, no, a pause here in this game number 2. Saints on match point. St. John's, they only got 2 rounds, so they have to win 4 in a row to force an OT. And at this point in time, I just don't know if I can see that really happening.
I like the switch onto Flores here for JMB. It's a little bit of a change. They know it's in basement, so I think, again, you pick the Maverick, assuming they're going to go back up to Garage, but they actually end up going down to basement, so you go for that Flores instead. Hibana coming through as well, and very interesting choice here from St. Clair. Good. And we're going to have a buck, actually, for Kinger as of the moment, too, so that's an interesting pick, something we haven't really seen, I think, anybody play throughout either of these games so far.
Kinger really does not play Buck a whole lot. It's not something we see every day.
I think it's very important, though, for taking control of the first floor, right? Able to shoot down a lot of those roof and able to give you that verticality that's so important in this game and so important on this basement objective.
It definitely is. The basement objective, you are literally forced to come top down, so you have to really make sure you have a really strong push when you do actually make your way down into the basement. Saints, they're looking to make their way to the side of this building here now, and it is going to be the side of St. John's. They need this round. I mean, it's a must-win round at this point in time. It's a must-win few rounds for St. John's here now. But I'm fairly confident in St. Clair's ability to probably close out this game.
Yeah, I definitely think so, too. We're going to see not such an aggressive push here on the tunnels as St. Clair had. They are going to allow St. Clair to use that Flores, clear out some of that utility that they have stacked up here. Trying to find anyone there. Does see the shield. Going to pop the Flores drone on it, see if we can get any kills. But no, it is probably just going to be one backing up there. But it does clear a little bit more utility for St. Clair to push through. Unstoppable going to be holding this as well. Down to half HP, actually. So they get chipped down quite low from those Flores drones.
And look at the drone right in front there, just getting so much intel there for the squad. It is going to be St. Clair doing a great job of opening up this tunnel side and just really destroying a ton of this utility here now. JMB's making a very big impact in this game. He's currently sitting at 11-3 right now as well with those 2 assists.
I think Unstoppable's sick and tired of these Flores. And he's coming through. He's going to put a smoke of his own, though. He's going to find JM Beast. Going to take down that Flores once and for all. Going to shoot some more through here. He's down to a 3rd HP, though. He's very low, but this is very one-shot territory. Going to pop another smoke, but Rapid going to call him out on it. Going to move forward. Going to find another head. Can he get the kill? Yes, he will. Rapid going to find 2, and now St. Clair 4-3 advantage.
Yeah, St. Clair will have the advantage they definitely need here to try to close this one out. It is going to be Warlord, Winger, User, and Smasher in this one. To have Unstoppable out of the round is huge, but look at that. Warlord will find Kinger on the outskirts of this one. Rapid still holding down some angles. Rapid, he's had such a big impact in this round already, and he's looking to continue to do so in this game. This 3v3, very intense, as it's a very important round for both of these two teams.
I think the problem is, though, St. Clair's 3 are very disconnected. They're on 3 different sides of the map right now. You have one down in basement. You have one sitting on first floor. You have one on the outside. So I think St. Clair needs to try and figure out how they're going to coordinate this push to try and get forward here. Smasher going to find one on site. Not going to be able to get shots through. Rapid down. Low HP. Still somehow surviving on site. Bomb going to go down. Char's going to plant his shots coming through the wall. Not going to get him, though. He's going to survive. Going to successfully get this plant down for the moment. Rapid still very low HP here. Shots coming through. Wingstar going to find one. Going to find two. Just going to leave Salty Boy up to try and 1v2 this one.
He's in a good position. This is very winnable for Salty Boy here. Will he be getting pushed from above? That is my question here. Will they try to come to the second floor? They are. They do not want to. Yeah, they do not want to allow him to have the verticality angles. He knows the other one's there. Salty Boy will shut out the game. The 1v2 for the Saints to force a game 3. Beautiful plays. The play for St. John's was very good, very smart. But Salty Boy read it like a book, and your Saints will force game 3 on Villa.
Another 1v2 for St. Clair that is successful, and really smart play by their Salty Boy. He figured it's 1v2. They want to go for that trade, try and guarantee that kill. They're not going to send someone down on first floor because you can't peek that person. So just continually sprays at head level, finds that kill, and clutches up. And now we go to a map 3 on Villa. This should make things very interesting. And my prediction, still alive.
Hey, your prediction's still alive. Mine is out the window here in this game, but... yeah, map 3 Villa, it's all going to come down to this. The winner will be sent home, and the winner will be sent to grand finals, and the loser will be sent home. I hope the winner's not sent home. That might be, we're going to have some problems with that. Yeah, but with that one being said, grand finals bound is one of these two teams here after map 3 on Villa. We are going to be taking a quick little break here, though, before we do hop into our game 3. So my name, Jackson the Bride Brown, joined alongside John Billbangs Udimo. We'll be right back with you guys in just a couple minutes.